And here is part two of my interview with the one and only Phil Donahue.
I have a lot of friends who are Republicans. Believe it or not, some of my best friends.
I believe it.
And they don't have a party. They don't know who they are or where they're going to. Let me make this point now. These are Rockefeller, Reagan, Eisenhower, Republicans, small government, lower taxes, all the banners that the Republicans, right? These, and they don't, who've they got? They've got Rush Limbaugh, Newt Gingrich, and Dick Cheney.
How about me? Where am I in this?
All right, Sean Hannity.
Wait a minute, can I tell you something?
No, wait a minute. Here's my point. The Republican Party can resurrect itself.
I agree.
By riding Obama's coattail.
No, you're wrong.
They should stand next. They should get their picture taken with this man. And let me give you the line. I'm helping you here. You won't listen.
I'm listening.
You won't
I'll
listen.
give you the line. I'm going to give you a rebuttal.
I'm a Republican. I am not going to lose my principles. I still believe in smaller government, and I celebrate the Republican Party and hope for its bright future. And I'm standing next to, we all live under the same flag. I am standing next to the President of the United States, and I'm telling my constituents that I agree with him on the matter of health care. We'll take these one at a time, and they're going to ride to victory, and you're going to have not to worry about...
A plurality of people said that they want the government to give back the rest of the stimulus money. A Gallup poll out earlier this week. Hang on. 40% of Americans identify themselves as conservative. Only 20% identify themselves as a liberal, Phil. Really? Look, I know you're a good-hearted person. Here's the answer. I want to improve the system. My whole family has been in medicine at one time or another. There's room for improvement. But you know something, Phil? The difference between your ideology and mine is I don't have the faith and the trust and the belief in government. They can't even run anything right. We have tax chiefs now running the eye.
Except for war.
Well, I would count on them.
If you had your way, the government would only...
I believe in limited government.
Would only pay for things that go boom.
No,
I mean, you have no problem there, boy. You're not worried about money on that one.
I would protect freedom.
Cow.
Because you know what, Phil? If we don't have a country, we can't debate this. If we don't have a country, why don't all your liberal friends, why don't you guys adopt a person that needs health care? Why do you insist that you... In other words, if you find somebody in a family in America that needs health care, why can't every liberal... Why are liberals only generous with other people's money? In other words, the taxpayer dollars. Why don't liberals go out and start a program to adopt families that need health care? Why don't you guys do that?
And why don't you guys stop this worship of an ideology that finds...
What ideology?
That finds the word socialism... Woo! It's going to come and get your mama.
Yeah.
What are you afraid of here?
I'll tell you. Higher taxes and less freedom.
Medicare is socialism.
It's broke. It's bankrupt.
No.
Social Security is bankrupt.
It's bankrupt because of the health care system that wastes billions of dollars every year.
No, it's bankrupt because politicians cannot manage money, Phil.
Right. Okay.
Listen, let me give you on Social Security.
Can manage wars as far as you're concerned.
Can I say one thing? Social Security, they were supposed to take that money and put it in a lockbox. What did they do with it? They spent it. Not only did they spend it, Obama's spending it at a rate 4 times of Bush.
At what point? Now you're arguing something else here. I want to fix health care. Well, I think it is undermining this nation's vitality. I think it is a security risk. Well, and more important, I think it is morally indefensible that this nation has 47 million Americans who are not covered by health insurance.
One thing you're not telling people.
This is awful.
There's not one person that will walk into a medical facility and that can legally be denied because of their inability to pay. So we already have a system in place.
What happened to this 18, 20,000 that you want to argue? Look it up. 18 to 20,000 Americans are dying every year because they're not covered.
And we're going to have a government rationing body that tells women with breast cancer you're dead.
No, it's a death sentence. The health insurance industry is telling women that now. They're cherry picking. They're not covering people who need it.
It does have. There is some truth to that. I'm not going to disagree with you. The health insurance industry.
We have to get them out of the whole game. The health insurance industry is ruining health care in America.
But I'm going to tell you.
Not only that, they're cherry picking. They're turning their back on the people who need it the most. Come on, it's counterintuitive. If you're a health insurer,
how are we going to pay for it?
You're not. The last person you want covered is a person who's terminally ill.
Obama's given us $10 trillion in debt. How do you pay for your utopia?
I save billions and billions of dollars a year by getting out of this paper shuffling thing called health care that has all kinds of people being victimized, either because they can't afford it or because their health insurance refuses to cover whatever it is.
I'll give you the last word. Bloomberg said $600 billion in new taxes to begin to pay for it. And if Obamacare, if he implements this, $400 billion in cuts more to Medicare. That doesn't, it sounds to me like every warning we hear from Great Britain and from Canada, long lines, inferior care, no elective surgery, and you don't get to pick your doctor. I predict if you win,
pick your doctor.
No, you don't.
You do too. I mean, that's not true.
That is true.
No, it isn't.
In the end,
Canadians can't pick their doctor.
No,
that is not
what
true.
I'm saying is everything that we see, every negative thing that you claim we're cherry picking, will happen to America because we cannot. What's unsustainable is the cost.
It's already happening in America, Sean.
It's the best
you're
healthcare
looking
system
over
in the world.
chaos here and telling us how terrible it is in other countries.
It is.
Look at it here.
It's the best healthcare system in the world because we have free market capitalism.
This is the moment for the Republican Party, the Republican members of Congress, to say, look, I'm hanging on to my Republican principles. Nobody will ever take that away from me.
Yeah.
But I, by accident of birth, was born under the same flag as this president. And for my nation, and for the 47 million people who are not covered, I stand now with my president, and I am encouraging my Republican colleagues to join me in saving this country from the chaos that is ahead if we don't fix the health care system.
I want to save us from Obama's bankruptcy. I don't know why I like you.
And you want to learn? You probably.
I don't know why I like you. I just do.
So you're going to fix this by reducing taxes?
No. I believe I believe in personal medical savings accounts. Every American should have one. Right. Every American should have a checkup every year.
What if you don't have a job?
No, but there's all. What if
the baby needs shoes?
It's inherent in the system, and then it's transportable. Did you ever read the book Patient Power by the Cato Institute? It's a good book.
Read the latest report by Public Health Research Group in Washington, D.C. You're going to be amazed.
And we'll be back
in just